Big thanks to our hospitality partner, Le Méridien, which I recently wrote online. My favorite hotel ever. Our hospitality partner, Le Méridien.
Serious buffet food. Nawras absolutely jazzed off that introduction from Carlos Creamer. Taking the center of the cage, Agasa employing lateral movement. Level change to overhand for Agasa. And on that single, big dump takedown from Kantharaj Agasa.
Nawras trying hard to elevate, denied so far. We got some high gravity hips there from Kantharaj Agasa, who is on top.
Nawras still has that butterfly, as you say.
Looking to take the back, denied.
Great awareness from Kantharaj Agasa right there. Watch out for the armbar.
Honey Badger getting closer with those sweeps.
Kantharaj Agasa at the moment just happy to sit inside the guard and land the strikes. As we've said, Nawras with 4 submission wins. Big slam by Kantharaj Agasa. Needs to be wary of
a triangle.
Nice.
It's controlled.
Another big slam, here we
That
go.
slam could end in a tight triangle. Denied!
Beautiful work from the powerhouse that is Kantharaj Agasa. That man is thicker than a Snickers. Look at that back.
Kantharaj Agasa showing a 3,000-year-old tradition of tremendous wrestling, avoiding those submissions, slamming the Honey Badger into the mat.
And someone's cut open. I see a little bit of blood on the face.
Can't be swept.
You just see how strong and compact Kantharaj Agasa is. But there seems to be a big cut, and I think it's on Kantharaj Agasa. I'm not quite sure how that happened. Might have been a clash of heads off the slam. Nawras trying to work for the armbar. Has that butterfly hook in. May elevate and sweep.
The Honey Badger showing extraordinary MMA jiu-jitsu, which is, of course, completely different than gi jiu-jitsu. Nobody's punching in the face when the gi is on.
Abzak trying to create angles with the hips. Underhook the leg. Has the arm. And it's just gone past the point of the fulcrum. Now Kantharaj Agasa in the parterre position. May take the back.
Honey Badger's up.
That cut seems to be just on the hairline of Kantharaj Agasa, but another big high crotch perhaps. Can Kantharaj score a big takedown?
Indian fighter's head is out of position to be choked right now, but it can be stuffed.
That's a lot of blood coming out of the head of Kantharaj Agasa. May try and turn the corner and pivot on that. There it is. Beautiful work on the single. Ran the pipe beautifully on that single leg.
Indian fighter on top, trying to avoid the sweeps, do some damage of his own from top.
We may see a little bit more rubber guard here from Nawras Just see his flexibility and dexterity.
Nawras very comfortable on his back. Got legs like a couple of cobras wrapped around his opponent.
Trying over the submission, trying to create a little bit of distance, a little bit of an angle to scoot the hips out. Kantharaj Agasa doing a good job of just shutting down the offensive jiu-jitsu of Nawras Has to be wary of the armbar. Here it comes again.
There's an underhook on the leg. It's going to make it a lot harder to stand.
Kantharaj Agasa doing everything to try and stay compact. Nawras desperately trying to get that leg over the head, but shut down once again.
Indian fighter once again very ably shuts down a submission attempt.
Nice elbow from Kantharaj Agasa. To be wary of a little clash of heads there. Just under a minute to go in the first round here. Big elbow again, but needs it.
Denied! Triangle denied!
Big, heavy hands being thrown by Kantharaj Agasa right now. The crowd here in Hyderabad are absolutely loving this action.
The Honey Badger still very much in this fight, is now reverse positions against the fence. Through a knee.
That knee connected right to the midsection, and again from Nawras Abzak.
Little giraffe fight going on with the heads. Nawras trying to get back.
Big
Some
takedown.
dominance in this round.
That's bound to do wonders for the confidence of Nawras Abzak.
Round ends. Absolutely fantastic round for the fans. Fantastic round for us.
The partisan crowd really getting behind the Indian sensation, Kantharaj Agasa. Kantharaj thinking about that level change to overhand. I like what he's doing just by keeping the fakes going, changing levels, giving Nawras Abzak something to think about.
Nice low kick from the Indian. A couple more of those land. Effect, caught a straight right, wobbled just a little.
Big swing and a miss from Kantharaj Agasa. And on that single, has to be wary of the neck.
Woo! That's one way to defend against a guillotine.
Just completely ragdolled the grip of Nawras Abzak and could be in on a guillotine of his own if he chooses. But needs to be wary of the reverse triangle. Pops the head right out.
Again. Little chest-to-chest bump for good measure.
Kantharaj Agasa is so strong. It's like trying to submit a mini fridge. And I don't know if you've ever tried to submit a mini fridge, but it's virtually impossible, Kirik.
After watching this fight, I'm never going to try. Nawras has a half guard. Half guard in MMA is characteristically something like being half mounted. Let's see if the Honey Badger can pull something off from here. His return to closed guard, I think that was a wise decision.
Again, a familiar format, mirroring the first round. Kantharaj Agasa on top, inside the guard of the dangerous Nawras Abzak. Landing beautiful little short elbows. Nice work from Kantharaj Agasa to square off. But that's just how quick Nawras Abzak can throw opposite. It's in the blink of an eye.
He throws it up quick, and just a split second quicker, it seems to get shut down by Kantharaj Shankar Agasa.
Watch out for a little bit of rubber guard here. Potentially trying to set up a triangle, trying to isolate the wrist and stuff down. But Kantharaj Agasa just is not letting him have any of it.
This has been a precursor to a sweep attempt the last two times. Saw it. Phil, I think Kantharaj Agasa may be getting even more comfortable than he was in the beginning, denying these submission and sweep attempts.
Well, one of two things can happen. He can either accept, he's either found out now that he can deal with it, or he could get a little bit overconfident and leave himself in a vulnerable position. But he has a fantastic center of gravity. Just happy to land damage in the guard, it's almost like a Chael Sonnen-esque approach. They're not necessarily concussive shots, but it's the frequency and volume of them that's scoring points for Kantharaj Agasa. Gets the arm out of the armbar, needs to be wary of the triangle, but again, denies the submission attempt from Nawras Abzak.
Brave Nation, Nawras is showing superior jiu-jitsu. There is no problem whatsoever with his submission and his sweep attempts. They are, in fact, tremendous. What you're seeing is tremendous wrestling on top, tremendous base, tremendous core strength, key locks in place.
Momentarily, I thought he was going to use it as a bump sweep, but seems to dive on the Kimura. How strong is Kantharaj Agasa in this position? How can he hold out? Nawras may use it to sweep. It's such a wonderful position, that Kimura grip.
Kantharaj Agasa passing the time by throwing some hammer fists. Got to be a little wary of a triangle popping over that right arm.
Nawras seems to have committed to this. Kimura uses it to sweep, takes the back of Kantharaj Agasa. Gets the body triangle in straight away. Beautiful work from the Jordanian man. Sweet jiu-jitsu from the Honey Badger. Just landing strikes to try and soften up Kantharaj Agasa, get him to bring that chin up a little bit.
Effective hand fighting so far by Kantharaj. If
Does.
he passes that arm over and puts his head against the tricep, he's completely safe. 30 seconds now.
Solid attempt to use the baseball bat swing defense, but against Nawras Abzak, who's so savvy on the ground, so dangerous. This is exactly where Nawras Abzak wants to. Under the chin, he was more on the face. Decides to let it go, and here we are in that hand fight.
Indian fighter turning in.
But that body triangle looks super tight.
Nawras, and round ends. Once again, Phil, a fantastic.
Momentarily thought about diving on that Kimura. Still may look to bump sweep.
Phil, this is one of the crucial moments in the fight. Fighter on top, feels he's got the lead. He could try and fight light and run this lead out, or he could try and finish his opponent and potentially put himself in danger of being submitted. It's a tough decision that he's got to make. We're going to see which way he's going to go in the next 15 seconds or so.
Well, knowing the kind of fighter that Kantharaj Agasa is, he's not the kind of fighter to coast. He's constantly going to be looking for something. Especially, he wants to put on a hallmark performance right here in front of the Indian fans in Hyderabad. Nawras Abzak with the foot on the hip, now switches back to the full guard. Nice peekaboo elbow from Kantharaj Agasa.
Well past the halfway mark, Phil.
Again, the hips are always active, but nice elbow to split the guard by Kantharaj Agasa.
As you said, player on top generally finds favor in the judge's eyes.
Again, another short elbow from Kantharaj.
Nawras Abzak still trying hard to use his jiu-jitsu, but he is taking some punishment for it.
Big shots from Kantharaj. This would be a huge coup for him if he was able to pass the guard of Nawras Abzak. But just happy to sit in that anchor position. Nawras maybe diving in and a heel hook. Again, shut down by Kantharaj Agasa.
There could be a knee slice attempt here. Knee slice is potentially there.
Abandoned it. Did Nawras Abzak again. Kantharaj Agasa is just weighing heavy on Nawras Abzak, landing enough shots that the referee doesn't stand them up. Nawras Abzak again momentarily looking for that Kimura, potentially a bump sweep. But he must be thinking right now, what do I have to do to get this man off me?
30 seconds now.
Does Nawras Abzak have one Hail Mary submission attempt left in the locker?
I think we've seen how this fight ends, Phil. In two-letter ground and pound.
Down, Carrick. 10 seconds. Does Kantharaj try and empty the tank right now?
Looking for that leg lock.
That's it, game over.
Round is over.
Kantharaj Agasa showing just why he is one of the most dominant wrestlers in all of South Asia MMA. Beautiful display of defensive jiu-jitsu, just shutting down the attacks of Nawras Abzak. Huge slam to start off the third round. And from there, it was more of the same. Inside the guard, landing strikes, accumulating the points in. I think to anybody watching this, we're looking at a clear-cut 30-27 victory for Kantharaj Agasa. Just so strong and able to shrug off the submission attempts of Nawras Abzak. And this is an absolutely huge win for Kantharaj Agasa. Gets his first win inside Brave Combat Federation. judges just tabulating the scores, but as I say, I think it's fairly rudimentary right now, or fairly elementary. Carlos Kramer inside the cage, which means that we have a decision rendered. Carlos, let's hear him, my man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for these two warriors. Another incredible fight. After 3 rounds, we go to judges' scorecards. Your first judge scores about 30-27. Your next judge scores about 29-28. And your final judge scores about 30-27 for your winner. By unanimous decision, the Indian sensation, Kantharaj Agasa!
Huge win for Kantharaj Agasa. Now let's throw it up to the old G, Carrick Dennis, to grab a word with the winner.
Hyderabad, I am honored beyond description to be speaking in front of you. Indian MMA fans are the best fans in the whole world. You cheer for your fighter and you cheer for the other fighter. First, let me hear you give a cheer for Nawras Abzak. And now, give a cheer for your hero. Sir, what do you want to say to your fans?
Andariki namaskaram. I want to thank you, each and everyone who has come here and supporting me. First of all, I want to thank my team, ICSA Bangalore. Do you know why? Till now, I was 10 win, 2 loss. Till 12 fight, I never had any team. I never trained under any coach. I trained myself watching YouTube MMA fights. I am the 4th generation wrestler in my family. I have come from one small village. I just wanted to tell each and every MMA athlete who want to become an MMA fighter, never lose your dream. And one and only, I want to thank my team ICSA, because from the last 2 months I'm training under the team, and they have changed me. They have changed me, they proved me, you can do it, Kanta, you can do it, you can come back again. I want to thank my ICSA team, because after I was 10-0, after that I lost my 2 fights continuously. Now I am came back. I am back now because of ICSA team. Guys, never give up on your dream. Nobody, if you don't have anybody for supporting you, if you have a dream, if you have a passion, definitely God will give you somehow, some way, like how I got ICSA. Thank you guys, thank you each and everyone who has come here and is supporting me. I love you guys, Jai Hind.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kantharaj Agasa!
Inspirational words there from your winner, Kantharaj Agasa. Now